Scientists are saying that we won't have any ice in 150 years or so. Right now, about 12% of our island is covered with glaciers, so that's a lot of ice that's gonna melt.
It makes me very sad that the glaciers are disappearing, and it makes you wonder if there's something that we can do or that we could have done to prevent it.
Could you tell Elizabeth and Patrice an update on the weather on the glacier right now?
A bit windy on the Warzecha, but when it drops down, it's no problem.
Fantastic, thank you.
I like people's faces when they walk up that little hill that we have in front of the glacier and see it for the first time. There is always a big wow factor to everybody, including me, even though I've been there 1,000 times or something.
There's like 2 more. Comes in, refracts, and we get the blue color.
One of the reasons why we wanted to have a company is to have a voice in the nature protection discussions and wanting to have something to give back.
When you repeatedly come to some places, you want to protect them and keep them unharmed and unchanged, so the next generation, your children and other, could witness them in the same manner that you did.
Part of what we do, the glacier walks, it's actually a very good way to educate people about climate change.
I think actually by bringing people up to the glacier and showing them what's happening, we're actually doing quite good. People often ask me, like, are we damaging the glacier by walking on it? But the crampons, they reach so shortly into the ice that we don't damage it.
I'm very passionate about glaciers because I almost think they're big living things. For me as a glaciologist, I like to see the glaciers growing. Growing glaciers would be the best case scenario for a glacier. You'll see it gaining size and it will move forward like a bulldozer. And that's something I would very much like to see. And I haven't seen it in my life yet. The past 20 years, glaciers have been shrinking.
On a warm summer day, you can see a difference on the glaciers when you start the tour and when you come back a few hours later. To be honest, before starting guiding on the glacier, I didn't think too much about climate change. But going on the glacier almost every day and seeing the changes week from week, it's ridiculous. It's something I think about every day now.
I think the change of glaciers is already affecting tourism in Iceland. I think many people are afraid they will not see glaciers in their lifetime. They've heard many stories of glaciers disappearing. In the Alps, the glaciers will be gone much sooner than other places. And so if you want to see some ice, you'll have to go to the Arctic, and Iceland is the nearest place.
The interesting thing is that even though it's sad that the glaciers are leaving, it will reveal a landscape that we've never seen before. Many of the glaciers will leave a fjord. Some of them go very far inland. They reveal mountains and hills, but it will be very empty. Like, it won't be Iceland without the glaciers.